See, a lot of people think retirement's so complicated. The more I've studied retirement, the simpler and simpler and simpler it gets. In fact, the ultimate success of your retirement is really going to depend on your answers to my next two questions. And I'm not going to ask you how big your 401k is, do you have a big house, do you drive a fancy car? See, the success of your retirement is really not about your assets. And this is a paradigm shift because your whole life you've been taught you got to grow that pile bigger and bigger and bigger. It's really not how big the pile is. See, your assets can be lost, they can be stolen, they can be swindled, they can be sued, they can be divorced, they can be decimated in a market crash. Your assets are really only numbers on a piece of paper. And there's only two things those numbers are going to do. You're either going to spend it or you're going to give it. You're either going to give it when you're alive or you're going to give it when you die. See, the ultimate success of your retirement is going to be all about these two questions. Number one, how much guaranteed lifetime income do you have? And number two, have you taken the key risks off the table? See, there's a lot of risks in retirement. There's market risk, there's order of return risk, there's withdrawal rate risk. We might have inflation, we might have deflation, you might need long-term care, you might die. There's a lot of risks in retirement. But there's only one number one risk in retirement. The number one risk in retirement is longevity risk. Why? Because longevity is not just a risk. It's a risk multiplier of all the other risks. See, the longer you live, the more likely the market will crash. The longer you live, the more likely you'll take out too much money. The longer you live, the more likely inflation will decimate your purchasing power. The longer you live, the more likely you'll need long-term care. See, longevity is not just a risk. It's a risk multiplier of all the other risks. Well, what takes longevity risk off the table? Well, stocks can't do it, bonds can't do it, CDs can't do it, real estate can't do it. Well, what can do it? Well, that's what we talk about at Retire Happy You. I would encourage you to check out Retire Happy You, where we're going to show you how to take that longevity risk off the table.